good people? What's going on? Coming back to you with another message. This message is just going to talk a little bit about why I feel, my impact on doing this is going to make a difference. It's going to make a difference. Basically, it boils down to two things. I've come in contact where I've almost been killed, and twice, and unfortunately for me, I've been able to see inside the belly of the beast, like Jonah. And so my perspective on things is a little bit different than people who haven't been through nothing. It's a little bit different. Now, the people who have been through something, they can identify what I'm getting ready to talk about, because it did something to me that I don't think happens to people on a regular basis. Like when you see, I guess, your life flash before your eyes as many times as I have, or you've come into a position where you totally have no control over your choices. You start to really think about your reasons for living, and you start to think about, do I want to live for a long time, or do I want to just go out in a blaze of glory and just tear some stuff up? Do I want to make a difference, or do I just want to be another statistic? Do I want to, help people, or do I just want to hurt people? Do I want to live a life that's going to edify and uplift, why God has kept me alive, or do I just want to be like, bump God, me and the devil, we homies, we, this is how we rolling. So, there has come a point in my life a few times where I've had to make some really serious decisions. And every time I made those decisions, when I chose to lean in God and ask God to help me, the outcome has been a whole lot better than when I was rolling with the devil. When I was rolling with the devil, man, I had headaches, I had heartache, I had, just evil thoughts. I had, no will to win. I just was like, bump everybody and their mama. And it wasn't working out for me, So that's why I felt like I had to come back and, just do more of what God's purpose is in my life. And that's just to share the message, get this campaign started, the soul saving campaign, and get people to really just have something to think about outside of the craziness that's going on in this world, because the craziness is winning. The craziness is winning. The jokesters are winning. Evil is winning. Liars are winning. Manipulators are winning. It's like all the evils that the devil works and thrives off of is winning. It's not the good. It is going unseen, and sometimes unheard, which is not a bad thing. But I feel like if more people would step up and just work and just do what's right and just help people, I think this world, I'm telling you, this world is like, because think about a war. Like what purpose does a war serve when you die? Once you die, that war basically is, for you, is over. Like, regardless of, who wins or loses, you obviously you won't know the outcome, because you'll be dead, and I just don't understand. I just don't understand how people are okay with wars. I don't understand how, people are okay with sicknesses and disease and famine, and watching people, homelessness. I don't understand that, man. I don't understand how governments are just, they're in this position of they can make things better, but they rather control the narratives and keep things the way they are. And I'm just like, at the end of the day, man, there's got to be something bigger than this. And like I say, with me having seen death twice, with me having been in the belly of the beast, like I could care less about any of that as far as people dying, as far as people not making it. I want to see people make it. I want to see people live. I want to see people be happy. And if I could run some stuff, it would be a whole lot different than what's going on right now in this dying world we're living in. But I can't control stuff above my pay grade. And I really don't want to be in that, because in trying to control something that is not going to change, you kind of like, you're just spinning your wheels. So if I can do the soul saving campaign and I can touch one soul and help one person, help another person, and then that person can go and help another person, for me, that's victory. For God, that's victory. And I just want to see people win. I'm tired of seeing all this stuff that's of the devil, the lying, the stealing, the killing, the destroying, the manipulation, the evil, just the selfishness of the ego. Just people just living for the day. They not worried about no tomorrow. They, being on borrowed time, they not tripping. People are not tripping until it comes before them. Then all of a sudden it all matters. Like, no, you got to be prepared. You got to just be on the side of right and live for the victories. Let God's will be done. God bless you. I keep you.